Hey guys, this is Ollie. It's festival time again, and that means that all of us can get our hands on a brand new hero. I'm afraid I don't have that much time, so let's not waste any time and let's look at Voyassa right away. So, Voyassa is the last hero from the Cavern Realm faction. Let's get the basics out of the way. Just like the other heroes from the Cavern Realm faction, we do see dark vision. That means he can run around in darkness like it's nothing at all, basically wearing those night goggles. It's a mounted unit that is pretty big because it means that he can easily connect with other units even if there's like some problems in the way, like thorns and stuff like that. We do see that he's a warrior, so that means he can take a hit or two, especially from rogues. That's also kinda good, I guess, depends a lot on who you're going up against. Here are the stats for the entire unit, so you can see how it compares to one other unit, and I think that the most apt comparison that I can make is another unit that so far has been in every PvP team that was playing 4 dark units, and then the 5th one, which also happens to be a dark unit, and that is Akio. And if we look at that, it's not exactly an apples to apples comparison because the gear is much worse that we see in the screenshot for Voyassa. It's just a silver 1 unit, whereas my Akio is an epic unit with 2 purple stars. We should also not forget about that. And he's got gold rank 1. There's so much of a big gap between the stats of Akio here with the gold rank 1 and Voyassa that I don't believe that Voyassa can actually make up that ground. I'm kind of mad at myself because I wanted to do a video for you guys to break down what makes a good unit, but the short version of that video really is that stats don't matter all that much, and for the most part Rivengard really is all about the active and passive abilities.
You don't know, now you know.
Like, Akio is a very good example because Akio, half the battles that I'm playing him, he's never attacking. He's just sitting there in the back, just waits for his moment to shine, goes for the kill command, and I win the game more often than not. So a unit doesn't have to have like 2 great effects, in fact, doesn't have to have great stats. Unit just has to have like 1 killer effect, either in the passive or in the active, and that's gonna make all the difference. So to give you guys a very close idea of how I feel about Voyassa, I'm trying to basically go through my first experience with the unit again. Smell Fear, the passive ability. On level 35, which is relevant for most of us, it deals 168 damage when attacking enemies whose health is below max. That's actually quite nice. Not super relevant because it doesn't affect your other units, just means he hits even harder than before. Not bad. Deals an additional plus 140 damage if the enemies are in darkness. Okay. That's fair, that's fine. Alright, let's see what the active says. Friendly dark units within 2 tiles deal plus 253 damage for this turn and the next. Wow, that is huge. That's like a relevant buff to a lot of units. This couldn't be much better. Enemy light units within 2 tiles deal minus 225 damage in their next turn. Okay, well, I guess that's nice. It doesn't really matter that much, to be honest, but okay. 6 random tiles within 2 tiles get darkness. That's big. That's really big. If you're playing darkness teams, that's absolutely great. Can only be used if Voyassa is below.
What?
Can only be used if Voyassa is below.
What?
Can only be used if Voyassa is below max health.
What?
Can only be used if Voyassa is below.
What?
Can only be used if Voyassa is below max health.
Yeah!
Who came up with that? Like, seriously, you can't stop reading at that point. Like, I'm not kidding. This card seems to be a card that exists in a vacuum where PvP doesn't go the way that I believe PvP goes. Because as you all know, and you've seen me play PvP, and there's some guides on this channel, PvP is all about you going in first. You hit them hard with all you've got. And then if anybody's left standing, yeah, there's a little bit of a back and forth. You outplay, you outsmart the opponent. But PvP is all about who shoots first.
I bet you have.
It wasn't Han Solo. Voyassa is not a unit for that version of PvP. And I can tell you that all of the top ranked players, all of the guys in Legendary League, they share this sentiment. There is nobody who feels like, oh yeah, I want to have a unit that's really good on the second turn of PvP after the opponent connected. No, there is that unit. There's one unit that can bring you back in PvP. The name is Dorga. That's why Dorga is the most oppressive unit in the game and why everybody tries to shoot down Dorga first in PvP. Voyassa is not that unit. Voyassa is a unit that you can just safely ignore if you're going up against a darkness team. If you just take out everybody else and there's only Voyassa left standing. And I know some people would say, well, but if you take everybody else out, like what unit is going to turn the game around? Again, Dorga, here, you're welcome. There are units that can do that. There are units that can turn a game around. Units like a Tanamu that can hit several units at the same time, deal lots and lots of damage. Voyassa is not that unit. I know some of you guys are coming here to this channel to learn more about Rivengard and to get better at the game. Some of you might be here for entertainment, but most of you, I hope, are here to learn something about the game. And I'm so sorry, I cannot tell anyone out there that you should go hard at the festival and unlock this unit as an epic, because I honest to God do not believe that this unit is worth the investment that it takes in the festival to unlock in an epic. There's some good news, there's some silver lining. I'm not entirely done with this video. There is one game mode in which there's a very, very high chance that the unit gets damaged, which allows you to activate the effect, and where you can even get like the full benefit of the active, because the damage buff is going to be relevant for those 2 turns that it's going to be in play. And that is of course Guild Raid. There is a really good chance, that Voyassa is going to be like an A tier, A+ tier hero in Guild Raid. So if you're looking for another hero for your Guild Raid team, you already have the other darkness guys that were all you could unlock in the past festivals. There's a really decent chance that Voyassa could be a strong additional unit for your team. I think that is the one area where there's lots and lots of potential for Voyassa to shine. I think that's it. I'm so sorry, guys. I cannot tell you anything where I'm like, oh yeah, there's this secret thing that I came up with, this cool combination that is gonna turn Voyassa into an S tier unit or something like that. That's already it this time around. I know it's a lot shorter than usually, but I don't think there's that much more to say about that unit. What do you think? Do you think, yeah, he's right, that unit might not be like all the way broken? It's not like an Akio, for example, that just turns your team over the top, just brings out the best in all of those shades? Or do you hard disagree with me and say like, oh, you completely overlooked this part, this unit has so much potential? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, then I will tell you more about other Rivengard units that you can make use of. And very, very soon I'm gonna have that video where I'm breaking down what makes a good unit, because that's one that I really wanted to put in a lot of work and bring out for quite a while, but it's so hard to get like all of the pieces together and say everything that I want to say about that topic. See you guys very soon, either on the official Discord of Rivengard, in the arena, which is where I like to thrive, or on the Discord of my team Eternal Nexus. You will find a link below to all of those pages, except the arena, but you can find it in the game. And then I see you guys very soon over there. Bye bye.